Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Fabled Lands. It is by Prime Games, and it is in early access right now on Steam, currently $15 US. It bills itself as an old school CRPG adventure, and that's all I know. So going into this completely blind, as I tend to do with some of these things. So we're going to give the game a half an hour to show me what it's all about. But let me do new game right now, and let's do character creation. We hear our name, change their appearance, and select one of their professions. Okay. So we got warrior, mage, priest, rogue, wayfarer, troubadour, I guess I will go with the rogue has a lot of charisma, huh? High combat, magic. Yeah, I guess I'll go with a rogue, I guess. Sure. Gray Malkin. That's actually a fantastic name, but no, we're gonna do the old standby here. Yeah, we'll be male. 6 to 16 offense, 5 defense, 9 stamina. Poisonous vial, shadow dash. What difficulty? I think there's classic is challenging. Iron Man mode. I think we'll just go with explorer. Just so that I can show off as much of the game as possible. So let's do it. Also, I've never been particularly good at old school CRPGs, so this is probably the best way to go about it. Alright, half an hour for the game, starting now. Welcome to Fabled Lands. Read through the text and make a choice to progress the story. Gotcha. Isle of Druids. You are alone in an open boat waiting for death. How your life has changed since that day when you set out from your homeland across the unbounded ocean. You had signed on board a ship with the hope of visiting a dozen ports and seeing 1,000 wonders, but calamity overtook your voyage in the first week when pirates swooped down upon the vessel. You and a handful of shipmates managed to get the cutter down into the water and were making off, but some of the pirates leapt down the rail right into your midst. The fighting was hard. You remember little of it now, but when it was over, the boat was awash with blood and you were the only one left alive. Of your own ship and the pirate's craft, there was no sign. Current had carried you out of sight of any living thing. Best not to think how you've survived since then. At the mercy of the wind and sea currents, you have been swept steadily westwards into regions completely unknown to you. Drinking water has been your biggest problem. You've had to rely on rain. There's been none for days. Your body is weak, your spirit's low. Then, just as death seems ready to draw his boat alongside, you see something that kindles new hope. White clouds, birds turning high above, the gray hump of land on the horizon. Steering towards the shore, you feel the cutter lurch as it enters rough water. The wind whips up plumes of spindrift and breakers pound the cliffs. The tiller is yanked out of your hands. The little boat is spun around, out of control, and goes plunging towards the coast. You leap clear at the last second. There's a snap of timber, the roaring crescendo of the waves, and then silence as you go under. Breaking out wildly, you try to swim clear, then suddenly a wave catches you and flings you contemptuously up onto the beach. Time to begin your adventure. Battered and bedraggled, you lie gasping for breath until you hear someone walking along the shore towards you. Wary of danger, you lose no time in getting to your feet. Confronting you is an old man clad in a dirty loincloth. His eyes have a feverish, bright look that is suggestive of either a mystic or a madman. Well, 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 what have we here, friends? Asks the old man. He seems to be talking to someone next to him, although you're certain he is alone. Looks like a washed-up adventurer to me, he says in answer to his own question. All wet and out of luck. He carries on having a conversation that quickly turns into a heated debate. He's clearly quite mad. Excuse me, you shout above the hubbub in an attempt to grab the old man's attention. He stops and stares at you. Is this the Isle of the Druids, you ask, impatient? Indeed it is, says the old man. I see that you are from a far land, so it is up to me to welcome you to Harukana, whatever. But I think you may have much to do here, as it is written in the stars that someone like you would come. Your destiny awaits you. Follow me, young adventurer. The old man turns smartly about and begins walking up a path towards some hills. You can just see some sort of monolithic stone structure atop one of them. Follow him, scour the remains washed ashore. Scour the remnants washed ashore. Find a small vial holding a reddish concoction. You bless your good fortune when you recognize it as a healing potion. Don't forget to click on an item in a loot chest to transfer it to your inventory. Okay. Click the bottom left of your screen or press I or C to access your inventory. Okay. This is your inventory. Every item you pick up is stored in here. Right click on items in your inventory to find out what you can do with it. Okay. The weapon or armor, right click on it and select equip to drag or drop it into the equipment slot on your character sheet. Okay. Come on, I'll show you the gates of the world, the old man babbles. Alright, follow him. During your short trip upward, the old man regales you with tales of your destiny and fate, continuously arguing with himself as he does so. Make a move. Click on any of the available map locations in order to move your character. Okay. Obsidian stones? You reach a hill covered with a circle of large obsidian standing stones. Despite the bitter wind that blows across these hills, the stones are unweathered and seem almost newly lain. Here are the gates of the world, says the mad old man. The stones are laid in such a way that they form 3 archways, each carven with mystic symbols and runes of power. Each gate will take you to a part of the world of Harukana, though I know not where, explains the old man. Abruptly, he turns around and sets off down the hill, babbling to himself. His voice fades as he descends the hill, leaving you alone with the brooding stones and the howling wind. There are 3 stone gates engraved with ancient runes. Each gate is marked with a name: Yellowport, Marlock City, and Wishport. From here you can see the coast and the whole island, which is heavily forested. Explore the island further. You decide to explore the island further and ponder where to go next. You have a clear view from the top of the hill of the northern parts of the island, and you notice a previously unknown to you road that snakes along the cliff tops. Alright. You can drag the camera with your left mouse button or zoom in or out with your mouse wheel. Look around. Okay. You got a forest, got a coastline, trading post, coastal road. See what's on the forest. Roll 2 dice and add your score in a given ability. To succeed in a task, you must get higher than the difficulty. Okay. The trees are closely packed, leaning together as if in conference, whispering quietly among themselves. Birds twitter in the distance. The slivers of sunlight lance down through the musty gloom. As you proceed along a forest track, you think you hear a rustling in the bushes. Later, you spot a shadowy figure darting through the trees. Or was it your imagination? An animal snuffling around right behind you makes you spin around. There is nothing there. Test your scouting. Okay. My scouting is 3, and I have a difficulty of 10. Okay. 41% odds of success. Never tell me the odd. Ah, look at that. 11. Suck it, game. This scouting check. You struggle deeper into the forest until you come to a thick wall of impenetrable thorn bushes. Circling it, you find there is a break in the hedge, but it is filled by a large tree. To your surprise, a face forms in the trunk and speaks in a woody voice. None can pass. Begone, human. Attack the tree? Try to persuade it to let you pass? Explain what a tree lover you are, and that your heart has always been at home in forests. You portray yourself as the greenest adventurer ever. Okay. My charisma is 6. So this would be a thing, right? So, let's see. Difficulty is 10. Roll dice. Oh, 16. Easy. I rolled a 10 for crying out loud. Okay. Well, I suppose I could let one such as you through, says the tree thoughtfully. Then it uproots itself with a great tearing sound and shuffles out of the way. There you go, says the tree. You may pass. You walk through the thorn bush gates. Beyond, you find several huge oak trees whose branches are so big they are able to support the homes of many people. City of trees. Okay. Welcome to the City of Trees, says a passing woman, dressed in the garb of a druid. The city has been built amid the branches of several mighty oaks. Ladders run up and down the trees to houses that perch like nests in the branches. You are not allowed into any houses, but the druids allow you to barter at the market. Okay, druids leader and market. I have 200 shards. Ooh. Items in stock. Leather armor. Might be good. What do I have on? Oh, I have leather armor on. And I have a katana that does 1 to 6 damage. And that is all. Okay. Does 1 to 6 well. Here, crossbow. Well, I wonder, is there like a second weapon? Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, crossbow and bolts. So that would make sense, right? I mean, they don't have rangers; they just have rogues. So, but it would still make sense for a rogue to have a crossbow, I would imagine. So, let me buy a crossbow. Let me buy some bolts. How many? Do I have to buy multiple bolts? Or does it just like... I think you only have to buy one. I don't see anything that says quantity, which is good. I kind of prefer games that are like. I mean, I know that some people really like games that like count your ammunition and stuff, but I kind of feel like it's much more It's much more streamlined to just be like, you just have infinite bolts. You know, you have infinite arrows. Just worry more about the type of arrow it is and how much damage it does and all that stuff. I kind of prefer that, honestly. Holy symbol, sanctity. Silver grants purity of purpose and protection against the creatures of darkness. Ebony wand is a trinket. Humming darkness seep into you. Gold compass. Boosts one's confidence. Rope adventuring gear. That might be useful. There's a lantern, I would imagine, as well. 100, though. Animal companion. Mark as prey. Grab the lantern. Sure. Alright. Let me make sure I equip some of these things. Keep that where it is for now. Combat stats. No curses or diseases. Oh, cool. No blessings. Alright, alright. Let's talk to the druid's leader. You're brought before the druid's leader, the oak druid, a bearded fellow with earth and leaves all tangled up in his hair. He asks you to perform a service for them. Take this oak staff to the willow druid in the forest of Laroon. The sacred grove where he lives will be hard to find, but I'm sure you can do it. The Willow Druid will give you something to bring back to me. When you return with it, I will make your techniques of trekking and your wilderness lore better. Okay. We got a quest already. Awesome. New information was added to your log. Quest log Q button to access. Okay. We're rolling right along here. Click on the compass button on the mini-map at the top right corner of the screen to open your world map. Important quest destinations will be marked on the map. Alright. Ooh, pretty. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Even mark treasure and stuff? Well. Alright, I can say that I'm already liking this. Oh, and here's the oak staff. Don't forget to take that. Remind yourself to take the oak staff on the way out. Alright, cool. Objectives tracker, completed character goals, exploration goals. What are the objectives? They haven't really explained this. They're like, no, O doesn't do anything. Okay. Alright, fine. You can view the story text again at any time by clicking on your hero or on the show text button at the bottom left of the screen. Character sheet. Skills and spell. This is the skill screen. If you want to have more skills, you'll need to find skill scrolls. Skills can be either active or passive. Okay. And quest log, ships manifest. Don't own any ships yet. Menu and options. Go world map. Okay. Let's go to the coastal road. You're on the coastal road that snakes along the windswept cliff tops in the North Isle of Druid. Okay. Or 2 to 5, attacked by highwaymen. Alright, there we go. 2 brigands leap out from hiding and menace you with their swords. One is behind you, one in front. Give it up, they advise. Money's not worth getting killed over. Yeah, well, you should have thought about that before you picked a fight with me. They have an accomplice in hiding who shoots you with an arrow. Luckily for you, it flies past you. The third brigand then leaps up to join his comrades. Continue the fight. Prepare to teach these brigands some manners. Combat plays out in rounds with each combatant taking their own turn. Everything you do costs action points. The order of the portraits at the top of the screen determines what the combatants take turns. Yep. Click on the ground hex to move. Once an enemy is in range, indicated in red, left click on it to attack. Remember to keep an eye on your action points in the bar at the top left. Okay. End your turn, pressing N or pressing N turn at the top. Okay. Also use special actions from the action bar. Click on a skill icon to start casting. If the skill is not instantly casted, you can cancel by right-clicking. Poisonous Vial. Poisons 1 non-adjacent target. Deals 1 damage on impact and 1 damage per round for the next 4 rounds. How much damage does he have? 4, 3 stamina. Okay, so let's go... Is that gonna work? I don't think that... What does it do? There's 1 damage on impact and 1 damage for next round. Okay, I think you have to hit him directly with it. Rush past your target's defenses in a blink of an eye and backstab them for 80% max weapon damage. Well, this guy's only got 4 stamina, right? So let's see. 4 action points on this. Okay, he's He's dead. Alright, if I throw this poisonous vial now on him, because he's only got 3 stamina. Use item. Engage. Defend his 3. I can't do much here. Alright, use item. Potion of healing. There we go. Yeah, see that guy is nice and dead. Boom. There we go. Searching the bodies of the brigands, you find a suit of leather armor, 1 suit of ring mail, a couple of bolts, a sword, and a purse containing 37 shards. You gain 37 shards. Well, I guess I shouldn't have bought those bolts then, huh? Alright, let's take the ring mail. I mean, I already have leather armor, so I don't really need that. Sword, don't really need it. It's not any better than what I've got. I mean, it would be nice to take it just to sell it, but I don't think this is that type of game. Alright. Make a move. Coastline. Make your way around the coast. The interior of the island appears to be heavily forested. After a while, however, you come to a bay in which a couple of ships are anchored. A small settlement nestles on the beach. Let's go to the trading post. The trading post is a small village set up here by enterprising settlers from the mainland. Its main export appears to be furs from the forest. The mayor, a fat, genial fellow who greets you personally, insists that one day the trading post will be a thriving town. There's not a lot here yet, however. A small market, a quay, the settlers' houses, and a shrine to Lacuna the Huntress, goddess of nature. While in town, you can click on the icons, visit different things. Okay. On the chest icon to buy a house or access your personal storage once you own a house. You found an abandoned house which you claim as your own. Cool. When back in town, click on the chest icon to access your new personal storage. The items in charge you store here are accessible from any house you may obtain. Awesome. Explore, Quayside, Temple, Market, Temple. You want to see how the divine is represented in the settlement. Visit the shrine to Lacuna. The shrine is set in a wooded grove. Birds twitter in the trees, and a deer darts away into the forest at your approach. A priestess is tending a low altar where food and drink has been laid out in honor of Lacuna, the goddess of the wilderness. She is the patron of hunters, trappers, woodsmen, and all those who seek oneness with nature. Go to initiate, renounce the worship, seek a blessing, talk to the priestess. Okay. About Nagil. Nagil is the lord of the lands of the dead, and his temple in the trading post is covered in friezes and gargoyles of ornate design, depicting the souls of the dead on their journey to the underworld. Inside it is cool and dark, hung with black velvet drapes. A scroll tacked to the wall reads, "Wanted, a person of unusual resourcefulness, the temple warden." I see. I have found the emo temple. Make resurrection arrangements. This is the warden. The warden is in charge of security. "We have had an unfortunate accident," he says worriedly. "In the crypt below the temple, we sometimes experiment with the corpses of the dead. You know, the occasional zombie, part of the rituals in honor of the particular aspect of the Nagil we reveal here. It seems a ghoul has escaped from these pits and is terrorizing the villagers at night. We'd rather someone like you sorted the problem out before the militia got to hear of it. Destroy it and bring me the ghoul's head." Okay. You know, just some Just some run-of-the-mill necromancy. Nothing to see here. Let's make resurrection arrangements. Oh, 600 shards. Resurrection costs 200 shards if you are an initiate, 600 shards if not. Is the last word in insurance. Once you have arranged for resurrection, you need not fear death, as you'll be magically restored to life here at the temple. You can have only one resurrection arranged at any one time. If you arrange resurrection later at a different temple, the original one is cancelled. You will not get a refund. I see. That's a heck of a discount, though, for being an initiate. Like, oof. All right. Explore? You set out at that night on your quest to find the ghoul. All right. Test my magic. I have a magic score of 5. All right. Oof. 8. Failed magic check. You're not sure where to start looking for the ghoul, so you wander around looking for stories, strange murders, anything that might put you on its trail. Scouting of 3 and a difficulty of 12. Eesh. 9. Alright. You have no luck in tracking down the ghoul. The next day you hear a rumor doing the rounds in the taverns. A ghoul was found and destroyed by an adventuring priestess of Terani. Apparently the Temple of Nagil rewarded her handsomely. Looks like you were pipped at the post. Well, hell. Okay. Whatever. Temple market. Ring mail. Oh, can I actually... Events is +2. Imagine I can wear that. Staff, lantern. Yeah. Let me actually put that on, I think. This is only +1, right? +2. Alright, so then probably just go sell this. There you go. 89 shards. Not bad. 45 shards for it. Bow, sling, rope. Grab some rope just in case we need it. You never know when you can use some rope. Go to the inn. Green Man Inn costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover 1 stamina point of injured, up to the limit of your normal unwounded stamina score. Rest until fully healed. Let's do that. Use 3 shards, gain 3 stamina. Okay. Sure, we'll leave. And we'll actually head to the obsidian stones, I guess. Step through one of the archways. You intend to step through one of the archways. Oh, this one is not in the game yet, I guess, huh? Alright, let's go Yellow Port. Step through the archway. Immediately the symbols on the stone begin to glow with a red-hot energy. Your hair stands on end and your body tingles. A crackling nimbus a crackling nimbus of blue-white force engulfs you. The sky darkens and thunder and lightning crash and leap across the heavens. Suddenly your vision fades and everything goes black. When your sight returns... Kara. When your sight returns, you find yourself at the gates of a large city set on an ochre-colored river. A vile stink of brimstone permeates the air. You wrinkle your face up in disgust and gag involuntarily. "Welcome to Yellowport," says a passing merchant. Yellowport is the second largest city in Saqqara. It is mainly a trading town and is known for its exotic goods from distant Ancon Kono way to the south. The stinking river brings rich deposits of sulfur from the lake of the sea dragon down to the town, where it is extracted and stored in the large waterfront warehouses run by the Merchants Guild. From here, the mineral is exported all over Hakaruna. Unfortunately, all that sulfur has its drawbacks. The stink is abominable, and much of the city has a yellowish hue. The river is so full of sulfur that it is virtually useless as a source of food or of drinking water. However, the demand for sulfur, especially from the sorcerers' guilds, is great. Politically, much has changed in the past few years. The old and corrupt king of Saqqara, Corin VII, has been deposed and executed in a military coup. General Grieve Marlock and the army now control Saqqara. The old Council of Yellowport has been indefinitely dissolved, and a provost marshal, Marlos Marlock, the general's brother, appointed as military governor of the town. Leave Yellowport by sea, buy or sell ships and cargo. Go to harbor master. Okay. Harbor, explore, Gold Dust Tavern, Provost Marshal, Temple. Why is there 4 under that? Oh, because there's 4 temples? Yeah. Standing in the middle of the Plaza of the Gods, where all the temples stand in Yellowport. House? 200 shards to buy a house. Okay. Gold Dust Tavern. The Gold Dust Tavern is a plush inn besides the city gates. The tavern costs you 1 shard a day. Each day you spend here, you can recover 1 stamina. Up to the limit. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Costs 3 shards. Buy drinks all around the bar and listen for rumors. Fall into conversation with Pleiades, a kindly old scholar priest of Mulhern, the god of knowledge. Many years ago, the Book of the 7 Sages was stolen from us, he croaks. News suggests that the Scorpion men are in possession of it. I need a young adventurer like yourself to travel to Scorpion Bight and bring the book to me. In return, I can show you how to improve your skill, the skill of your choice. Okay. Very well then, says Pleiades, visibly pleased. Meet me here once you obtain the artifact, and I will reward you. With that, you leave his table. Okay. A trade guild. Merchants Guild of Yellowport is a large building of granite, plushly decorated inside to show off its wealth. Here you can bank your money for safekeeping or invest it in guild enterprises in the hope of making a profit. You hear that the guildmaster is looking for adventurers. Alright, visit the guildmaster. Guildmaster Vernon of Yellowport is surprisingly eager to see you. He is a hugely fat and bejeweled merchant, and he tells you that a group of ratmen have made a base in the sewers beneath the city. They come out at night to raid the warehouses and homes of the merchants of Yellowport. We need an adventurer like yourself to destroy their king, explains the guildmaster. Without him, the ratmen wouldn't be able to organize a feast in the larder. We will pay you 450 shards if you succeed. Well, I guess I'm going to take up the task. Vernon tells you that the sewers can be entered via an old disused well in the poor quarter. Whenever you're ready to enter the sewers, they'll be accessible when you explore the city. Yeah, very nice. Unfortunately, that has been a half an hour, my friends. I think this is rather fantastic so far. I like what they're doing here. I like it a lot. It's more... I guess it's more focused on the story and like making choices in the story than it is in, you know, combat and stuff. But I'm fine with that. I am totally fine with that. But yeah, very cool. Very, very cool. Let's go back to the main screen. And this, my friends, has been Fabled Lands. It is by Prime Games, and it is currently in early access on Steam for $15 US. As always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.